All business is trust, Seth, and any valuable brand and valuable business is not about the product, is it? It's about the people.
Welcome to the Post Purchase Pro podcast.
This is the only podcast that dives deep into post-purchase marketing to help Amazon sellers increase sales, ranking, reviews, and profits. It's everything that happens after the initial sale that makes a difference. We call this the back end. Welcome. This is the Post-Purchase Podcast, episode 36. All business is trust, Seth, and any valuable brand and valuable business is not about the product, is it? It's about the people. Seth, welcome to episode 36.
Yeah, Sean, we talk about this all the time. Um, in any business, to do a transaction and to make money, you have to provide value to a human. And a lot of times, I know in our industry, being Amazon sellers, we kind of forget the humans on the other end of it, don't we, Sean? We view the order IDs and the transactions that come through as these little digits, and we make some money. But really, you have to build trust with the people on the other end of those transactions, right, Sean?
Yeah, definitely. And as I explain that, check your mic settings because I think you have the wrong mic. So what happens is a lot of us online sellers we get a little bit spoiled with the quick and fast success. You know, whether we're selling on Amazon or through Facebook ads, and we just tend to focus on creating those transactions after transactions. And you probably heard me say it before, Seth. But to me, when your business is dependent on those transactions every day, it's like you wake up every morning unemployed, looking for a new job, that is, a new customer. When in reality, with just a tiny little bit of nurturing and planning, what we can do is create a real relationship with each customer. Okay. And then nurture that relationship for mutual reward, mutual value. The customer gets more value from you by better customer support, and then they opt in and get nurtured through your email follow-up sequence, which results in more sales, better page ranking, and higher reviews specifically for Amazon sellers. Seth?
Yeah, exactly. So just think about any business that you do transaction with or you do business with regularly. There's a trust there. Think about Apple and what you expect from their products and their customer service and all the interactions that you have. Think about what you expect out of Amazon. And so the thing that Amazon sellers really screw up on is that they have an opportunity to build trust with their customers, but they choose not to because all they do is let Amazon ship the brown box with their package in it. The customer opens it up, throws the packaging away, and then that's the last time that they ever hear from you. The last time they look at their packaging is the only effort you're putting into a relationship. Whereas Apple or Amazon is constantly following up with you as a customer, trying to build the trust, trying to come through for you time and time again. So then when you have an idea to make a purchase online, you think, I'm going to go back to Amazon. That was a wonderful experience. I trust them. You know, that's why you and I shop on Amazon every day, Sean, is because the trust. I know if I'm not happy, I can return the product. But what are we doing as brand owners to instill that trust in our customers? So to give you some examples, Sean, of things that you can do. First of all, look at the product experience that your customer is getting. Look at the packaging that you're presenting to your customers. Look at the follow-up that you're doing with your customers. Look at the support around the product and ask yourself, if I was my own customer, what would I want? If I just bought a hula hoop, for instance, what would I want to see in that package? What would I want to see supporting that product? So Sean, do you have any ideas for them so they can start to stew on a way to build a relationship? Even though you're shipping them a product, how can you build a relationship with a customer and start building that very valuable trust?
The first thing that we need to do, Seth, is realize that it's a two-way street. It's give and take. Okay. Now, even though we spend an enormous amount of effort, it seems, creating personal relationships in our personal lives or with our employees, our boss, our coworkers, our school teachers, whoever you are, whatever walk of life you're in, you're spending that time and that energy and putting effort into creating relationships, friendships, marriages, business partnerships, things like that. Well, your customer who's entrusting you with their money in exchange for your value is just that. They're a friend too. They're a relationship. And the more that you put into that relationship, Seth, the more that you can take out. Like our friend Ryan Moran would say, the more deposits you put into that relationship bank, the more withdrawals you can take out of it. Remember, it's a two-way street. You can't just take and take and take and take. If you give a little, then any human being is going to be it was going to feel compelled to give back. It's just the old-fashioned law of reciprocity. In our business, whether it's our clients, our customers, our paid customers, or even our joint venture partners that we use, including our employees and everyone else in our industry, we try to create and maintain a relationship by giving. And if you give to your customers, you don't have to give them money or free products. Just give them value. You have something of value that that customer can use to enhance his or her experience with your product, to make them feel like they're getting world-class customer support. And that goes a long, long way when it comes to you being in a position to ask for something, a review, another purchase, a referral, something like that. They're already trusting you via Amazon with their money, right? All you have to do is show them a little bit of respect, create that relationship, and bring it to the point where they're willing to give back in whatever form you ask, Seth.
Yeah, so just for some examples that come to mind that you can start implementing in your business. I don't know, Sean, if you've ever had this experience before where you purchased from maybe even on Amazon and you got your product in the mail and it had just a clear poly bag. And then you open it up and you're like, well, I don't know how to put this thing together. Let me look for instructions. And there were no instructions. And you're like, let me check for a website. Maybe I can find a video where somebody's putting this thing together. And you can't find that either. And then you email into support and they don't even speak English, or they don't even respond. And you're not building trust at all. So let's flip that and say, us as the seller, as the brand owner, how can we make sure our customers are taken care of so they trust us? So first and foremost, are you guys actually being helpful when somebody writes into you and asks a question about your product? So really study your customer service department and make sure that you're actually giving value. Secondly, look at your packaging and make sure that's a good experience. Thirdly, make sure you actually have product instructions. And then even better would be a link to a video where you can give somebody some personality and maybe even put a face to the brand where they feel like they can get to know you and interact with you.
Contact
And then
information.
what we like to do, Sean, is we follow up with our customers. Anybody who comes and engages with us outside of Amazon and says, hey, look, I need support, or I would like to do more business with you, we take that really, really serious. We treat
Absolutely.
that as a valuable relationship and we follow up. We give them more value through email and text marketing ongoing so we can continue the relationship, Sean.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it reminds me, Seth, like, a lot of us, we want to have great customer service. And as a consumer, we want a great experience. And we have absolutely no patience for what you talked about. I don't even go that far. That thing is going back to the UPS store. I'm shipping it back to Amazon. I'm going to pay a little more and get something decent. It's like we spend so much time being a consumer and expecting these things, but as a seller, we're not giving. I mean, we're not even treating our customers the way that we want to be treated as a consumer. So it reminds me, more often than not, I pull up to a four-way stop and I find myself being a little bit perturbed at the guy in front of me because he's turned. I'm like, look, he's not even using a turn signal. And then my son will go, Dad, you're not using a turn signal. And I'm like, well, that's different. We're so
Yeah.
quick to point out someone else's faults, even if that is in a consumer and a retailer relationship, when in reality, if we just treat our customers the way we want to be treated, I know that's almost cliche at this point, but
Yeah.
it's true. If you make yourself easy to do business with and you make yourself fun and friendly and giving and enhance the customer experience, then it comes back to you multiples and multiples of times, Seth.
Yeah, and then let's just think about those two paths. You got the plain polybag seller with the no instructions and no support, and then you got the other seller that did a great job on all of it. And then imagine, Sean, that you got an ad. You know how Amazon's doing these ads that chase you around the internet now? What if you got an ad from the seller that was selling you the plain poly bag from a different product? There's no way you would ever buy from them again. And on the flip side, if you got an email following up and saying, hey, would you like to do more business with us? Buy this other product, you're never going to do it. And then the other seller has such a huge advantage in the trust department. So when we send emails as a trusted brand that has a place in your customers' lives, you get a lot better open rates, you get a lot better click-through rates, and you get a lot more sales. So you get rewarded all the way around just by taking a little bit more time at the beginning and doing a good job thinking about how would I want to be treated as the receiver of my own product, Sean?
Yeah, exactly. And it goes, just a little bit of customer service goes a long way. What we found early on in our business, Seth, is that the sooner you can get back with the customer through a customer service email or support ticket or phone call, as long as you can at least demonstrate that you're there and that you're available, that goes a long way for creating goodwill and trust. And at the end of the day, Seth, because we trust Amazon, we give them our business. If your customer trusts you, then they do more business with you. If they do more business with you, then you make more money. If you make more money, you can spend more money growing your business. It's pretty elementary, but we have to be reminded more than we have to be taught, don't we?
Yeah, we sure do, Sean. So that was kind of everything that I wanted to share today, Sean, for episode 36. I love sharing with you guys, though, because it's always so fun to kind of see the obvious faults that we have in ourselves. And then, yeah, there you go, Sean. That's a whole book full of them, right? So,
Yep.
yeah, pretty excited about it, Sean. As you're teasing it into the camera angle there, why don't you mention it?
So Seth and I just released our second book. This one, hey, the first one was great. I have to admit, there's one sitting right there, but this one is absolutely life changing. Now, and I mean life changing for the better. You're talking about in private label Millionaire Secrets, 126 pages of pure golden nuggets. Right now, I don't know how long it's going to last, but we have it listed on Amazon and went live. You can get the paperback for $3.99. Normally it's going to be $17.99, so it's not like you're saving a bundle. But this is exactly how we create eight-figure businesses leveraging Amazon. It's private label Millionaire Secrets. This is a shameless commercial. I'm not even sponsoring the podcast, but I'm so juiced up about it, man, because we really unveiled all of our best kept secrets in here. Those secrets, Seth, that have been the most highly guarded secrets within our company. Right now, it's available for you. Private label Millionaire Secrets. Go check it out right now and let us know what you think about it. This has been episode 36, and it's all about creating relationships, isn't it? The title of today's episode is, you forgot already.
I have no idea, Sean.
All right, so I'll just make something up. Um, it's about creating no. All businesses trust. Episode 36, all businesses trust. And until you have a relationship with a customer, all you really have is a transaction. To build a valuable brand and a valuable business, it's not about the product, it's about the people. All right. Treat them like people, and they'll return the favor with more transactions and higher reviews. We'll see you next week. This is the Post Purchase Podcast, episode 36. Take care.
See you guys.